Hey, what's up, guys? Chris with HeavyHeadsRecords.com here. Just got back from Nashville, Tennessee. While I was gone, I picked up VHS tapes. I picked up vinyl. I picked up laserdiscs, cassettes, t-shirts. I'm going to show it all to you in this video. I am here in, leaving East Nashville, going to Lebanon. I found somebody out here. It's got a pretty good collection of VHS, etc. So I'm looking forward to, checking all that out, seeing what's there. All right, guys, now it's time to look at some of the VHS stuff I picked up. How about this Kiss VHS? I thought that was so cool. Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park. I'm gonna have to check that out. Watch that one myself before it goes out. How about Beverly Hills Ninja? That's a reseal. That's not an actual sealed copy, but funny movie I didn't have in stock, so I thought I'd grab that. This one's a little too rough for the website, but you got to pick up Terminator when you see it. I mean, come on. That'll probably wind up in the flea market booth or at the warehouse. You really need to get on our email list and learn about my warehouse. That's a real cool thing I'm working on right now. But anyway, Naked Gun. The first one, the OG on VHS, in great shape. Love it. Had to pick it up. Quicksilver Highway. Got a couple of these on the site already, but had to pick this one up too. I think it's a horror movie, maybe a thriller. It says horror right here. It must have been a rental at one time or something, but yeah. Picked that one up too, of course. I don't even know if this is worth anything, carries any value. Nothing special about that, probably. But I didn't have it, so I picked it up. And, I'm just showing you the ones that I thought might be of a little interest. I didn't do great on VHS this time. But I grabbed enough to show you. And, of course, I grabbed a lot more than I'm showing you. So I just don't want to waste your time. I mean, with low-hanging fruit. You guys see it all the time. So, Scooby-Doo. Had to pick that up. It was in great shape. That's probably a common title too. But I don't have it. I don't see it a lot, so I had to get it. This one, also going to be warehouse material, maybe flea market material. Not quite up to snuff for online. Roger Rabbit, though. I mean, why wouldn't I pick that up? That's duh. Okay, we got just 4 more VHS tapes here. The Backstreet Boys. Got to pick that up, man. Got to send that out to some 30-some-year-old woman, maybe early 40s, trying to relive her youth and watch the show she went to back in the day. Maybe, were you at this show? If you were at one of these shows, let me know in the comments, huh? And you know what? I'm not trying to be rude. It could be a late 30s, early 40s man watching that and having a great time. Okay? I'm inclusive. Let's bring everybody into it. All right. Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke. Oh, yeah. Love to see that on VHS. Classic movie. Oh, my gosh. Love finding that one in the wild. Very proud of that. Next up, Cable Guy, Jim Carrey. Gotta grab that one. Kind of a creepy movie, but it came out right around the time I graduated high school. Yes, I'm old, but it's worth watching. Definitely worth watching. Gotta always pick that one up when I find it. And this movie also worth watching. It was a fun movie. We watched it right around the time I moved out on my own. This psyched us up to go out on the town and hang out. But anyway, Swingers. It's not what you think. Not what you think. No pineapples involved. Awesome movie. Vince Vaughn. I don't know. I think that might have been his first appearance in a movie. Kind of what kicked him off anyway in his career. Jon Favreau. Is that how you say his name? Whatever. Wrote this movie. And went on to, write, direct, act, and all kinds of other stuff. I like this movie. So that's probably my favorite one I found out of all of them. Just like I said, meant something to me. We used to watch it back in the day. All right, so I am up and at 'em. It's early in the morning at my Airbnb. Check it out. As a vinyl nerd, one of the first things I noticed on this wall was Rolling Stones Tattoo You. I thought, why would they put this on the wall for decoration? And I looked at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's VG+. Again, why would they put this on the wall for decoration? So I pulled it off the wall, and oh my God. A little dog went sledding on it through gravel or something. It's so bad on this side. That's how my mind works, though. Would you guys do that? Would you guys check the titles on the records? See what they put up there? See if they were being crazy? See if there was something rare? Of course you would. Of course you would. As luck would have it, my Airbnb was just about 5 minutes away from Grimey's, and this is cool too. They got Chapel Roan on their front wall, and she's just tearing it up right now. Now we're going to move on to the vinyl portion of the video. Found a lot of cool stuff, mostly at Grimey's, which I love Grimey's. Love going there. Actually found my best pick of the whole trip at Grimey's, so I'll show that to you. But let's start it off. Let me see if I can do it in a flip fashion, maybe. Hold them up. So I got some Howie Mandel. This one I thought was funny. Hey, don't smoke dope. Fry your hair. Got a hair appointment today. Little mullet maintenance going on. How about that one? The Wedding Album, Cheech and Chong. Can't go wrong with that. Cheech and Chong, self-titled. This one I don't remember. I'm not super familiar with that one. So you tell me. Promo copy of Steve Martin. And what's cool about these, the doubles I get, you know, I'll move them on to the comedy community here in Springfield, Missouri. So I'm inspiring other comics to listen to comedy records right here locally. We got Chris Rush, Beaming. This one looked cheesy, and it may still be, I don't know. But once you really nerd out on the cover, you start to see some weird stuff, and it makes you think, maybe I do want to check this out. So I bought it. Wasn't too expensive, actually. They were really reasonably priced at Grimey's. I feel comfortable telling you that because I won't be there for a while. So you can get all the good stuff until I come back. How's that? Gallagher. Thought it was cool to pick this up. Yeah, there was no watermelon insert, nothing in here, no sledgehammer fold out that I could find. But I'm picking up comedy. See, Gallagher's messing stuff up already, messing up my video. He just won't quit. Okay. I don't even know if this is what fell, but that's Lenny Bruce. Lenny Bruce, a godfather, a legend of comedy. I don't see Lenny Bruce very often. I don't see a lot of these very often. So I'm going to grab them. I'm going to take all you've got. How about Bobcat Goldthwait? I think is his last name. Got a lot of fame in Police Academy. He was in the Police Academy series. He did a lot of work in the 80s, very popular in the 80s. Did a lot of stand-up in the 80s. He has been, I believe, to the Blue Room here in Springfield, Missouri. He's done everything. I mean, he is just a staple of comedy and comedy history. There he is right there, if you can see him on the corner of the record. But Goldthwait, Bobcat Goldthwait. I've always had a problem with his last name. So, cool record. I'm glad I got it. I thought this was cool. I don't know what it is. but I got a couple of those, so we're going to see how they do. Don't know how that got into my comedy stuff either, but let's just roll with it. Just a couple left. I don't want to show them to you. It's a surprise, and I got it messed up. Okay, Monty Python. This is the Matching Handkerchief album, and it's nice. It's got the still got the shrink on it. Let's see if we can do it. See how that is? It's got the cutout there. That's super tight. Let's go ahead and pull it out. So yeah, grabbed that when I was there. Now we're getting to the good stuff. These weren't Grimeys. I'm not going to tell you where I got these, but I found me some secret special vinyl. You ready? Wrestling album. Oh, you know what it is now. Got this wrestling album. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's got all my favorite characters on it from back when I was a kid, including the Hulkster right there on the back. I mean, you could just nerd out on this, album cover forever. Look at Vince McMahon in the corner. Just silly. Just silly. Of course, you know what this record is right here. Buckingham Nicks. I love finding this record in the wild. Occasionally, you will. Not very often. But I'm so grateful I did find it, and it's in incredible shape. Let me show you. Oh, love the back too. But let me show you what shape it's in. Got the gatefold, of course. Here's the label. And let's check out the vinyl. It's got a little dust on it. But I mean, this is near mint. This is site worthy. Absolutely. Maybe not near mint, VG plus, but it is definitely site worthy. No surface marks that I can see. Nothing like that. Very glad I found that one. That could make it into your collection. If you aren't able to access it on the site, like I said, go ahead and shoot me an email, heavyheads417@gmail.com. We can do some business that way. I'll send you an invoice. We'll get it taken care of. Ready? Here's some more heat. John Coltrane, Love Supreme. Yeah. Beautiful copy of this one too. It is not an OG. It's in, well, you can take a look at the label and see what exact pressing it is, but I would say this is VG plus as well. Just a couple little minor things. There's your label for all you jazz pros out there. Is it a third press, fourth press? Let me know. Beautiful copy though. Beautiful copy. Great album. For me, my classic, jazz albums, go-tos are this and Kinda Blue by Miles Davis. I have explored a little bit beyond that, but I don't want to claim to know that I know, as much about jazz as a lot of you people, because I don't. There are so many people out there that know way more about jazz vinyl, etc. than I do. I just like what I like. So anyway, there's that. Now, this is the one that I'm probably the most proud of on the whole trip, just because I did so well on it. I'm not afraid to show you how well I did on this one. So I saw this record 3 times when I was in Nashville, and it's really interesting because I saw it in 3 different states. So let's go through that, and then I'll show you how I wound up with the best of all 3. So here it is, and as you can see, I've still got the price tag on it right there. $3.99. Somebody needs to be fired. I'm kidding. Actually, I would be willing to bet, and if somebody from Grimey's is watching this, I'd be willing to bet they're going to be happy that I found this. They're going to be happy that I'm showing it off, because anytime you do something like this and sell a $4 record, or sell a record like this for $4, you're immediately getting lots of free advertising. Because I'm telling everybody I know, dude, you won't believe it, with the paper at Grimey's, $4. See what I'm saying? So anyway, but I was still happy to find it. with the paper intact, of course. Do you know about the paper? Has anybody ever told you? Oh, I thought they gave me a half a paper. I didn't actually pull it out at the shop. I was like, oh, it's got the paper, good enough. Here it is. That's right. Still haven't figured out what it's used for, but everybody seems to like it a lot. So always got to get that one with the paper. And what's really cool too is it's got actually a watermark of Cheech and Chong on the paper. So if you look, very detailed, it's got their logo. It's got the watermark. Just a really, really cool piece. I did find one time too that had just a little rectangle cut off of there. That's desperation. That is, you don't need to damage an album just to cut a little piece of paper off of this thing. How many pop cans were in your trash can when you did that? That's what I want to know. 40-some VHS tapes, a couple shirts, stuff like that at this thrift store. All right, let's check out the t-shirts I picked up. Look, I didn't print these, okay? I'm not responsible for the content on the shirt, all right? I just thought they were funny, and not all of them, but some of them. So don't judge me, don't cancel me, okay? It's not my fault. I just paid money for them, okay? Here's one, nothing special, Mafia Baseball. Thought that was cool. I'm a baseball fan. It's comfortable. Why not, eh? Throw that over there for now. Okay, this is just silly. For the price, I had to pick it up. What the heck? 2020. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. I don't know. Why not? Why not? Here's another one. These didn't age well, did they? Or maybe they did. 2020 Dumpster Fire. There we go. Like I said, don't judge me on this one, okay? And I'm going to explain, so here we go. This is, whatever, man. Let's just do it. So I'm assuming if you're wearing this shirt, the line is going to be right around here somewhere. So anyway, I looked up the website on this shirt. It's actually from I'm not even going to say it. They say it. I'm not going to say it. It's from a little person wrestling group. I've always wanted to go see it. It's micromaniatour.com. Micromaniatour.com. They sell these shirts at the wrestling matches. When I first saw it, I was like, why does this even exist? But that's why. I wasn't able to find that many cassettes on the road. And that's kind of crazy. What I've been finding, though, is that heavyheadsrecords.com actually has a better cassette selection than probably, I'm going to say 95% of the record stores that I visit on the road. No kidding. I'm not bragging. But yeah, when you go into and look at their physical inventory, there's just not hardly anything there. It's crazy. That being said, picked up some goodies. Got the Clockwork Orange soundtrack. That's always a good one to have. And then kind of going down that Pearl Jam rabbit hole here. Got a Temple of the Dog to put back in the shop. That's a great cassette, of course. And Vitalogy, also a great cassette. These aren't in the shop yet. If you do want them, you see this video, they're not in the shop, you've checked, shoot me an email, heavyheads417@gmail.com. I'll try to hook up with you that way and get you what you want. And then I picked this one up for me. It was $1, right? George Carlin double cassette. Why not, man? Like I said, I'm a huge comedy nerd. I grew up on Carlin. I snuck my first George Carlin cassette when I was in 6th grade. Probably way too early for me to have a Carlin cassette. But it's just the way it went down. Look at me now. Don't think for a second that while I was in Nashville, I wasn't taking advantage of some open mics. Absolutely I was. And I got to tell you, man, Nashville has got an incredible comedy scene. I've been to Austin, Nashville, Springfield. I've been to St. Louis, a little bit of Kansas City. I got to tell you, man, I think Nashville's number 2 on that list. Maybe rightfully so. I don't know, but they have a lot of great venues down there. I didn't get a chance to go to Zany's. I wanted to. The open mic circuit is healthy. I was able to do, I think, 4 or 5 mics while I was out there in a 2-day span, so can't beat that at all. I could have done more. I was just late. I think, man, honestly, I just think Jelly Roll is country music for juggalos. Thank you guys. I'm Chris Grant. So, great mic scene, and that was on a Monday, Tuesday. What's the rest of the week look like? Can't say enough about it. Some of my favorite comics have come out of Nashville. So yeah, if you're a comic, Nashville's a great place to get up and get a lot of stage time. I haven't been buying many DVDs when I'm out, but I do buy some as long as they're in almost perfect condition, and they're great titles. The DVD market has slowed down quite a bit. I take advantage of that because it costs me $3 to $4 to rent something on Amazon. I may or may not fall asleep when I rent it, and I may or may not be able to watch it the next day. I got stuff to do. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to spend $3 or $4 to maybe watch something that I want to watch. But it does make sense for me to pick stuff up for around that price or cheaper on the road that I may or may not watch, or maybe I'll sell it too. Maybe you'll watch it. I don't know, but this is Airplane. The writers of this movie are very, very responsible for my sense of humor. I love this movie as a kid. I have a dry sense of humor and all that stuff. The silly stuff, Airplane, Naked Gun, Top Secret, all those movies are basically what shaped my sense of humor. For better or for worse, it hasn't always been good. So, great movie, great selection. Picked up some comedy while I was out there. Got some Sinbad. Want to check that out. So yeah, I like to watch old school comedy sometimes. See where it all came from. Little Gallagher there. Was surprised to see that. Let's check that out for sure. Let's see here. Let's keep it going. I found that, the Flaming Lips. I saw them down in Arkansas a couple years ago in concert. Mind-blowing concert. Loved their music. Loved all the theatrics, the props, etc., the stage show. I recommend anybody go see the Flaming Lips, and I recommend you listen to them right now. Well, after you watch this video, huh? Next up, The Beatles, Hard Day's Night. I think that's what it was. Yeah. That's on DVD. I think it's a double DVD. In great shape. Had to pick that up. And of course, I'm a 90s, early 2000s guy, so that was in my CD player back when it came out. And I'm always going to pick up Incubus-related stuff. At least the first 2 or 3 albums, maybe not so much after that. What do you think? Are you an Incubus fan after that? Did they lose your attention too? I don't know, man. It seems like a lot of bands do that. For me, anyway. Or I have that experience anyway. On the horror Halloween tip, how about some Aliens on DVD? Grabbing a lot of horror stuff too. That stuff really, I think, DVD, VHS, whatever is going to retain value. They just didn't make as much of it. Back on the music tip, we got some Sealed Bieber. Gotta love that. And then 2 more. As you can see, they're randomly all over the place. Jackass Unrated movie. I saw that when it came out in the theater, and oh my God, I'm not sure I've ever laughed at a movie that hard in the theater. And then last but not least on the DVDs, Naked Gun, 33 1/3. I'm always going to pick these up, like I said. It's where my sense of humor comes from. Love these movies. Love Leslie Nielsen. Rest in peace. And check out, if you're into that kind of humor too, these came from a TV show called The Files of Police Squad. I think there were maybe 6 episodes, maybe more. I can't remember. Maybe, I don't know. There were more. I watched it when I was pretty young, but those are cool too. So if you really want to take a deep dive, check out those as well. So what's really cool about this is what this is evolving into is a chance for us to meet, hang out, have a good time. I am now able to basically come to any city that you want me to. I want to come dig around the United States. So if you've got a recommendation for a good place to dig, let me know. Also, I can bring my comedy to you. I can bring my turntables. We can have a dance party. You can book me for certain things, and I can help generate revenue at your bar, your venue. I've got some people I can bring on the road with me if you want a comedy show. All kinds of things that we can do. I'm going to be out digging anyway. We might as well hook up. We might as well help each other out. So get a hold of me. Again, it's heavyheads417@gmail.com. Even if you just hate my guts for some reason, I know a lot of comedians, and I know a lot of comedians that are ready to get out on the road and help you and help your business. So get a hold of me. Again, check out heavyheadsrecords.com. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me on this channel. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all the stuff that everybody else says. Okay, do all that stuff. Man, have a good one. I'll catch you next time.